All right, I'd like to call the regular monthly meeting of the town of Northeast to order at 7 o'clock on Thursday, February 14th. We start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I want to make one addition. Oh, by the way, Supervisor Kay is on a well-deserved vacation to Florida. We hope he comes back, or at least I hope he comes back. Okay. I'd like to make one addition to the agenda, and that's permission for me to sign in George's absence the 2018 Municipal Innovation Government Grant, which was for $240,000 for engineering and construction of Phase 1 and Phase 2, which is the cold storage and fuel depot of the Joint Highway Garage. The attorney for the town, Warren Raplansky, has looked it over. It's all right. It needs to be signed and returned to the county by February 20th. So can I have a motion then to allow me to, there's the cue card. Yes.
A motion to accept the agenda first.
Oh, yes. See, I told you, I'm out of
As
practice.
amended.
Can I have a motion then to accept the agenda as amended?
So moved.
Motion made by Ralph Fideli, seconded by Chris Kennan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I didn't think so. All right, it's carried. All right, public comment on agenda items
Now we
only.
need to.
Well, we could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right after we do the department and committee reports. Public comment on agenda items only. Okay, well, none, then we will move on to the police report. Okay, you're on.
All right.
Got some good stuff here.
Oh, boy. Highlighted and everything, right, Matt?
Looking at the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll get to
Yeah, we have an absent member
Just
tonight.
leave it there and I'll give it to George.
All right. I apologize in advance. I've lost my voice recently, so bear with me. So January 2019, total incidents was 40. In those 40 incidents, 8 was in the town, 2 arrests were in the town. Total 32 in the village for the incidents and 4 arrests in the village. And the other one you had was from 2018, December. I don't think he brought it the last meeting, so.
No, he did make it. No, he went away or something, didn't he?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so. So for December, the total was 16 incidents. 8 was in the town, 1 arrest in the town, 10 arrests in the village, and 1 arrest in the village.
Do you have the comparison to last year?
I do not have that. I can get that for you.
Does anybody have any questions?
You have any thoughts as to why there were so many more incidents in January than December?
I don't. A lot of these incidents here, some of these were, we had a lot of warrants issued in January, so that was a big thing. We had a lot more arrests in January. Other than that, I'm not sure.
It just strikes me as being quite a dramatic difference.
Right.
Anybody else? Okay, well, thank you very much. Okay,
Thank you.
you safe tonight? All right, Bob, you're on.
Everything is going well with the highway department. We've been busy with snow and ice control, drainage, patching, and equipment maintenance. And no major issues with the equipment. That's about it, unless there's any questions.
How much patching do we do in the wintertime?
It depends on Mother Nature. When we get this freeze thaw, and rain, a lot. creates a lot of patching.
Right.
If it freezes and stays frozen the whole winter, very little. So this year's a big patching year, of course, with all the freeze thaw we've had and the rain events.
And when we put these, when you put these temporary, these are sort of temporary patches,
Yes, they
presumably,
are.
right? Do you go back in the warmer months then and, or do we hope that these patches
If they
last for a while?
If they stay good, we leave them, but if they don't hold up, then we take them out and put hot mix asphalt in.
Yeah. All right.
Very good. Anybody else have any questions of Bob?
No?
No?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob. I see in our packets that we have a report from Catherine Johnson, the assessor. Everyone have a chance to take a look at that?
Do you want me to read it? She asked me to read her report.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yes.
very good.
This is the report from the assessor. Exemptions, all new and renewal exemptions must be submitted by March 1st. All exemptions that are income-based but must be renewed annually. This includes nonprofit, enhanced star, senior exemptions, and agricultural exemptions. As a courtesy, we mailed out all renewal applications to all current exemption holders in November and reminder letters to all outstanding seniors today. Also, the assessor will be available additional hours for exemption submissions on Tuesday, February 26th from 3 to 7 p.m. and Friday, March 1st from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Inventory. March 1st is the taxable status date. That is the status of the property and the data which exist in our records as of this date is the status of the property and the data that will be used to determine the assessed valuation for the 2019 roll. All property owners are encouraged to check their data record. The assessor's office hours are Wednesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 3 p.m.
Obviously, anybody have any questions on the assessor's report?
No.
Okay. All right, planning and zoning and building departments, you have a packet in there. Take time to take a look at that. Lisa, do you have a town clerk report?
I have a town clerk report, the dog controller report, and as of January 31st, we collected $907,000 in taxes.
Good. All right, now I would like approval to sign the Municipal Innovation and Government Grant for $240,000 for the engineering and construction of Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the joint highway, town highway village complex.
So this is the contract which was sent to us by the county,
Right.
correct? Which
Right.
is,
Warren
So-
looked at it earlier, said it was okay.
I looked at it, it looked fairly
It's a standard
standard.
can, it's the same contract they use pretty much in every, the only difference are the specifications at the end.
I would just
There's no
note that
bargaining
this
on
is, this is another way station on the way towards getting towards
Right.
this
Oh, absolutely.
joint highway garage. There are lots of steps, and this is just another one, but it's an important one,
Right.
because it is for the grant of $240,000, which we applied for.
Right, oh, it's a good step.
Yeah, so I would make the motion to approve, to sign that contract.
Motion made by Chris Kennan, seconded by
Second.
John Midwood. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Very good. All right, Lorna, the approval of the insurance policy renewal and authorization.
Paul Zerglada was in and he presented us with a renewal proposal for the insurance that we have currently. The increase is $365, which is about 1% of the current rate. And he didn't get us a quote from anybody else, but he said other customers with the other company have been seeing 2 to 3% quote increases in theirs. So he recommended that we stay with Glatfelter.
Anybody have any questions of Lorna in regards to the insurance policy?
1% increases, okay.
Right.
Sure.
And we've had a good history with Gladfelder. All right, can I have a motion then to accept that renewal?
So moved.
All right, a motion made by John Midwood, seconded by
Second.
Ralph Fidelli. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, very good. All right, George wanted me to announce that the RFP, request for proposals for engineering service for the joint highway garage, has been published. The quotes are coming in, and they're to be opened, the bids to be opened on,
22nd.
22nd. Okay?
22 due.
Right. Also, he has on here a update on the request for proposals for the EMS issue. The EMS issue, again, as George has said a few times already, is part of a county shared services grant between the towns of Amenia, Dover, the town of Northeast, including the village of Millerton. Part of that grant was for a study on the regional possibilities of joint EMS contracts. Most of the information was sent into the county for the RFP, like last month. There was a little glitch in the proposal, and the county EMS commissioner was brought to a meeting with the three towns, and basically he was saying, well, wait a minute, we're a little bit ahead of ourselves here, and that instead of an RFP at this point in time, they're suggesting a RFI, which is a request for information. This is basically sending out a request for all vendors anywhere to take a look at the data that was developed in the initial grant on EMS calls in this, our town, Amenia, Dover, and so on, and see if they had any advice as to how this RFP could be reconstructed. And then an RFP would go out. So that information is, that RFI is still in the working phase from the county, and the towns will be meeting in the next couple weeks, I guess, to see the RFI and have it submitted and see where we go from there. All right. Personnel Committee update on employee handbook section regarding arrival before or leaving after scheduled work hours. Chris, you're all on.
Well, this is one of those fascinating little procedural issues which people can spend a great deal of time on, and we have spent quite a bit of time on, having to do with how we assess when town employees arrive and leave. You'd think this would be something that would be relatively straightforward, but it's not. And so I'm going to read to you the current policy. Arriving at work before or leaving after scheduled work hours, arriving at work before the scheduled starting time or leaving work after the scheduled ending time for an employee's own convenience is permitted, but is not to be included in working time. No work may be performed for the town outside of the employee's regular work schedule unless prior approval has been obtained from the department head, i.e. unauthorized overtime is prohibited. Violations of this policy will result in appropriate corrective action. The next paragraph is, employees should not, quote, punch in, unquote, or record a start time on a timesheet more than 10 minutes prior to the start of the employee's work shift, or punch out or record an end time on a timesheet more than 10 minutes after the end of the work shift, unless approved by the employee's department head. Time recorded within this grace period will be rounded to the actual scheduled starting or ending time for pay purposes, provided that no work is performed for the town. As you can imagine, there's sort of a conflict here. We are basically saying that we are expecting employees to come and work, let's just say, an 8-hour day from 9 to 5. But we also use a time clock. And so there is a time clock which people punch in on and punch out on. And what had been the procedure was then simply to take whatever the hours were on the time clock and round them up so that you got to 9. or to 8, or whatever the appropriate number was. And there's obviously a conflict in there, which is that if somebody has worked 5 extra minutes, that should be in some way reflected. If employees do come in early or leave late in order to do work, that is fine, and the department head has to approve that, and that's fine. But what we, the personnel committee, meaning Ralph and myself, have spent quite a bit of time on this, have come up with is to suggest that for people who may have punched in more than up to 5 minutes early, that grace period be a 5-minute grace period on either side of the work hours, and that people be compensated for that. And we're not trying to, deny if somebody is there 4 minutes early and 3 minutes early and so on. We will compensate them for that, but not for more than 5 minutes. Anyway, this sounds like incredible micromanaging, and it is. But there is a fundamental conflict between using a time clock and having a set number of hours for people to work. We're trying to figure out a way of working sort of on a best faith basis, and hopefully we have now solved this problem.
John, do you have any questions? Ralph knows, but do you have any questions on that?
No, I think it's a good solution.
Well, I give you credit for figuring it out.
We may not be done, but we keep trying.
In my excitement being back in this chair, I forgot that Edie is here and that perhaps she would like to give an update on the comprehensive plan.
I'd love to.
Okay, I thought you would.
We are making great progress, and the committee has seen its first physical draft of the entire document. Bill Kish, Diane Engelke, and I have been working to come up with a second turn. We're going to have a meeting at the end of the month, and you saw what I sent you today.
Yes, I'll send a response back.
Oh, I didn't get that, but we've made progress. Don't you agree? Yes. And the goal is to have a document in the public domain by the beginning of first week or so in March.
Very good.
So onward.
I think all of you
That was
deserve.
your original plan, I think. It was always, yeah.
And you thought she wouldn't keep them on track. Okay, very. Thank you to Edie. All right. Our next item is lucky Lisa that she gets an appointment as a town historian. Are you're willing to do that, I assume?
Yes, because
Okay.
every town is required to have a
You're right.
historian.
Okay. Can I entertain a motion then to appoint Lisa as the town historian?
Approved.
Motion made by Ralph Fidelli, seconded by Chris Cannon. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, very good. One of the things I like, the motions and the seconds are coming much faster. I don't have to kick anybody under the table. Okay. All right, very good. Thank you, Lisa. All right, supervisor's report. She's not here, but we have 2 budget adjustments. The first one, actually, this is the first one, right? Okay. All right, is out of the A fund, general town-wide thing, is to an expense increase of $2,250. Can I have a motion to accept that budget adjustment?
I think expense decrease.
Oh, an expense decrease of $2,250, so a net of 0.
That is 0.
Yeah. Can I have a motion to accept that one?
So moved.
Motion made by John Midwood, seconded by Chris Cannon. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the second one, dated February 14th of this year, from the DB fund, the highway town outside, is an expense increase of, again, $36,665 with a less revenue increase of $36,665, net of 0. Can I have a motion to accept that budget adjustment?
So moved.
Motion made by Ralph Fidelli, second by John Midwood.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Special abstract dated January 29th of 2019, totaling $10,920.53, broken down as follows. From the A Fund, $3,217.79. From the DB Fund, $4,982.15. From the Capital Projects Fund, $2,500. From the Trust and Agency Payroll, $220.59. Can I have a motion then to accept that special abstract? Motion made by
So moved.
John Midwood, second by Chris Kennan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay.
You have to sign it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm out of practice. Good thing. Today's date, not the,
Right.
14.
yeah. I know the date. It was just an older abstract. Okay. All right. Boy, we're hitting the abstracts today. Abstract dated December 30th, 2018, totaling $9,417.73, broken down as follows. A Fund, $5,130.76. B Fund, $738.98. And from the DB Fund, $3,547.99. And can I have a motion to accept that abstract?
So moved.
Motion made by Ralph Fidelli, second by
Second.
John Midwood. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. All right.
Sign it.
Oh, God's sakes, man. The cue card is just,
John, you're a little rusty today.
rusty. My head's somewhere else. Okay. Wow. I think they're just going around, coming back around again. All right. Another abstract dated today, February 14th, totaling $196,470.11, broken down as follows. A Fund, $108,684.66. From B Fund, $6,130.80. And from the DB Fund, $81,654.65. We have a motion to accept that abstract. Motion made by Chris Kennan, second by
Second.
Ralph Fidelli. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Can't be too many opposed because there's not many of us here. All right, I signed it this time. All right,
That's it.
that's it, okay. And the voucher committee, since I already stated it, it was not Chris and it's not myself, it's Ralph and John, so don't forget. All right,
Thank the cheat sheet.
the
Thank you.
minutes we'll do next month because they're not available yet, okay. All right, Warren, do we have any matters under regular session?
No.
Okay, all right. Then we're going to move into executive session to discuss a human rights violation that was already mentioned in our previous meeting, followed by anticipated action at public session. Okay? We have to have a roll call, correct?
Yes, John, you
Yes.
need to make the motion.
Oh, I make a motion, we go into executive session to discuss the previous discussed matter. We have a second? Motion seconded by Chris Kennan. It's a roll call vote.
John,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Ralph?
Yes.
and Chris.
Yes.
Also, Lisa will be joining us because we have to document this decision. Okay? Dang, I hate that chair.
check, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
right
so
one.
this is the right one.
Okay, all right. And then, planned on doing the payroll check end of the month, the 28th? Should I send it to you, or should I send it direct to them?
No, send it to me, because I have to send it on, but it's going to be approved by the commissioner.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
all right. So should I wait to hear from you
Yeah.
before I do the payroll?
Yeah, don't do anything.
Because it said something about it had to be done within 30 days
Oh,
of
did
our
it?
signature.
Of our signature? Okay, so if you want to do it, why don't you do it, wait, I'll call her tomorrow and find out.
Some should be made within 30 days of respondent's execution of the stipulation.
Okay, so we're doing it tonight, so we have 30 days.
Yeah.
And I'll, don't do anything till I tell you.
Okay, I'd have a motion to come back into regular session.
So moved.
Motion made by Ralph Fidelli,
Second.
second by John Midwood. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, Warren, I would like you to give a summary of the executive session in regards to that matter.
Okay, so we went into executive session to discuss a settlement of a human rights complaint that had been filed against the town in 2017, and I have been defending the town in that action since that time. And it was scheduled to go to a hearing last week, if I remember correctly. And through settlement negotiations involving the administrative law judge, the case was settled. And without an admission of fault, subject to a confidentiality rule on both sides. And we voted on the stipulation and the resolution in executive session, so we don't have to take any action in public. And I can just, the only thing I will say is that I felt that there was not a valid claim against the town as a result of these charges.
Okay.
But we settled it because sometimes you do that.
Right. Thank you very much.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Warren. General comment period. Does anybody have any questions from the audience? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
What was the settlement for? I mean, I know you can't talk about it particularly, but what was the amount settled for? What does the town have to pay?
That's confidential. But
So
it's
you
not.
can't say anything about it at all?
It's
You
not a
can't say
lot.
how much it cost the town?
That was in the agreement, I guess.
Right.
It's in the agreement.
And could I ask if their insurance company is covering that, or is it?
No, they don't usually cover this, but we are going to try to get reimbursement for it from the insurance company. These types of things are not usually covered. But I've spoken to the insurance company and might be able to get some of it back.
Thank you. Anybody else? Wow. And I was just beginning to have fun. All right. Can I entertain then a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion made by John Midwood. Second by Chris Kennan. All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you, board members, for allowing me to come back to this seat one more time. I hope it doesn't necessarily have to happen again.